Okay, this is my Baddies USA review episode 2. I like how this season Biggie's actually getting in the field and fighting people rather than just running her mouth, because I feel like that never helped her in a lot of these seasons that she's been on. And after Cold Killer snuck Tinker, I think Tinker won that round anyway. She really got her back. I don't know how to explain it, but as soon as she got stuck, she just kind of gathered her. I feel like Smiley got Biggie the second part of that fight as well. I don't know if Smiley got better as well, because I don't remember really Smiley's fighting skills at all. I know she kind of beat up Mariah or was like tying with her at the reunion, but I don't recall Smiley like really getting in the field a lot. In regards to what Smiley has said about Biggie as well, I wish that Zeus editors had actually inserted what they're talking about as well, so in reference, because obviously I didn't know when she had said this comment. Obviously, I know Biggie's partner or her ex boyfriend or boyfriend basically because he passed away, um, passed away. I think it was like last year or 2 years ago, and obviously when did this happen then? Because I'm not entirely sure. And obviously, Tasiki, not that she's biased, but it gives bias to your friends as well. So it's like, I'm not sure if she actually witnessed this at all or something, but they should have shown it at least for context. I don't understand what she actually said about the deceased boyfriend. Also, Smiley's confessional look is really throwing me off. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, I don't think it's a hijab. I feel like she just literally has put a pin on her neck somewhere and like had like a scarf or something around her. Because I'm not sure if Smiley is even Muslim, so this is even more confusing to me. I have to give props and props to G as well, because Biggie was really coming from the shoulders when she got Smiley that second time. I couldn't believe that Gretchen was actually knotted up like that. And I'm thinking, like, I saw the first knot last episode, but then the second one just reappeared. So I'm not sure if it was when, Anna was stamping on the head like this. Cause I was like, ah. So we're all skating over this, but Tinker said that Cold Killer spat on her. When was this? Was this when they were fighting or before the fight or whatever? Because she said that's for spitting on me. When did she spit on her? Because I don't recall that unless they edited that. I am so tired of Big Lex and Tavy fighting. Like, when will it end? When will it actually end? Because I'm just so over it. Yes, they jumped you at the reunion. You're waiting to get your head up cool. Then you went with Fana as well. I'm tired of it. I feel like her and Fana was a tie. I didn't really feel like anyone really won that, in my opinion. And the OGs randomly appearing as well. I'm thinking, you're bigger than this. You're bigger than the program. So what are you doing here? Because I thought they just had that. From my understanding, they were just there for the introduction of the baddies that are coming on this season. So what are they doing here? Then Natalie's not appearing either. So what is going on? And Tasiki missing the slap with Summer. I'm sorry. Then Summer ducking the fade with Tasiki is like, I'm not really surprised with that as well. I feel like Summer is always running her mouth, and then even after she gets beaten up, she still runs her mouth. But it's the fact that she was hiding from Tasiki because obviously she doesn't want her teeth taken or whatever and stuff. Because obviously that was the famous thing that everyone keeps saying because of the Diamond the Body situation. But like, you need to just keep quiet, and that's why I'm not Diamond, Bad Dolly and Lex were getting annoyed because we're trying to save you, but your mouth is like writing checks that your ass can't cash. So why do you keep doing this? I also believe that Smiley's seizures are real, but I feel like the cast are never taking it seriously because of the past. I think it was a Baddies Caribbean or Baddies West or something, whatever. Where when they had the final, I think they had that final episode or whatever, summary episode in the Caribbean, and she had a seizure there. But I feel like there's different types of seizures as well, and obviously people aren't taking it serious, but they called 911 because obviously she wasn't responding and stuff like that, and it obviously was serious. And I feel like at that point they should have maybe the production behind the scenes should have stopped the scene and informed people as well this is a serious thing, that she's not faking and stuff, because they still had to carry her out and stuff. So what's the point? Then also, I don't think Smiley should be returning to baddies, not because she's in a baddie, whatever. I think just for her own health as well, because obviously seizures sometimes can be triggered by stress or stressful environments that you're under. And if you're fighting someone, whatever and stuff, even if they're hitting you in the face or whatever they're hitting you, whatever, you never know what could be triggering it either. The way Lex was going on, I hear what she's saying as well, because obviously Krishan wasn't being direct, but at the same time, I can see Lex being an opportunist in regards to the storyline as well, if I'm honest, because her storylines with Tavia and Fana have finished, and I don't think Lex wants those problems with Krishan as well in regards to how she fights and whatever and stuff. Then it was just given that you need a storyline. So I hear what Krishan's saying, like people on the clown stuff as well, but it's like she also wasn't being direct with what she's saying. But even after that as well, it was like, okay, she's talking about different groups of people as well. I get it, but I think because she's in her face, that's why Lex was kind of taking offense to that. This is why I don't like Tinker as well. I'm sorry. Like, you should have asked her head up with Tommy instead of sneaking her as well, because Tommy didn't necessarily sneak you at the cabin or whatever you guys were at that other season with the BB gun situation. And bear in mind, even after the time of the BB gun, Tinker ran up on Tommy and Tommy beat her up. So why are you now fighting her again? It's just given you need other storylines, because you and Cold Killer storyline may die down at some point, I don't know. But still, you don't really need that storyline with her, but you're just choosing to sneak her for what? And when you snuck her, you didn't even get her that much. You just took her wig off. It's getting weird. This situation with Tasiki and Summer as well. Summer is not helping herself as well, and it's like Tasiki's ready to eat her up. And I'm just thinking in my head like your friends are trying to even diffuse the situation. You're just adding more and more fuel to the fire. And you see how now she wants security's help and stuff like that. But when it was other people now that didn't want to fight you or were trying to ignore you as well, though you weren't really concerned about that. Glad Tanisha and Rody squashed their beef from 1,000 years ago. Didn't even know they even had beef, and it feels like wow, it felt like an irrelevant scene, but I guess yes, Rayleigh's first time actually interacting or seeing Tanisha in the flesh, so she needed to address it, but still, I felt like it was irrelevant. Then Krishawn as well, adding her 2 pence on in regards to like when they're trying to talk, she's whispering and mumbling to herself, like, please, hold it, hold it. Then we have, what do you call it? Her saying that obviously Tanisha needs a check or whatever. I'm not sure if this is 100% true, but they were saying that because Tanisha's involvement in Baddies ATL, the first ever Zeus, that she's the executive producer as well, and she still gets checked. So it's like, does she really need a check, or does she want to just come back to reality TV? You see that speech that Lemmy had as well? He 100% is trying to get rid of Natalie, but he's trying to find a way of doing that as well. Because him saying, oh yeah, guys, let's just pause the scene for a second while we discuss like Natalie's role and stuff. Obviously, she's not going to be here that often, whatever. They are trying to get Natalie out. They're trying to get Natalie out, but they're trying to do it in a what do you call it, a strategic way. Maybe they're trying to look over the contract to see if they can actually get her out and own Baddies themselves, even though they own the trademark. But I just mean like her involvement in whatever contract she signed, because they are looking for other people, and I can see Rolly replacing her as well. And if DTB played her cards right, she would have also been like someone that was long term there as well. I don't think necessarily that DTB did anything wrong, but obviously her snatching off the baddie chain probably added something there, because they didn't add her to the intro of Baddies anymore. So I don't know what's going on, but I feel like they are looking to get other people alongside Natalie now, so Natalie doesn't have the full control. Another thing as well, I feel like the only reason Lemmy mentioned that then is because obviously that at that time they were filming, there was a lot of back and forth between him and Natalie as well, and the network. So that's why he's now thinking, okay, she's having these crash outs, she's not going to be on these scenes here and there, but now we're going to get someone else in to basically lead this. Also, Tasiki was doing a lot of hoot and hollering with the situation around Marsh. You already beat up Marsh, what more do you want? You may have not seen Marsh since then, but what is the issue with Marsh? I don't get, because you're talking about, oh yeah, she jumped me, whatever, and stuff, blah blah. But you already saw that afterwards, though. So what was the issue? I'm really getting confused now. Am I missing a scene? Because I'm sure she got it with Marsh at some point. Now with Krishawn on this part as well. Tasiki should have actually just gone to one side and asked Krishawn about Marsh and why Marsh is here and blah 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 and all that stuff, instead of just going at Krishawn. It didn't make any sense, and Marsh, and then calling out Marsh and blah blah. Like, you didn't need to do all that. You could have just literally talked to your sister one side as well. But I feel like Tasiki is acting like a hothead, and I do agree with Krishawn again, with like the fans are saying that she's boring as well, so she's trying to amp up a story. That's why she wanted to fight Summer. That's why she's, getting involved in other stuff. She obviously was going to fight Gretchen if Gretchen had done something wrong to her in regards to like, oh, Gretchen, get out of the way, to all this other stuff and whatever. She knows people are intimidated by her, and possibly scared as well because of her hands and stuff, but it's like she's using that to her advantage in a lot of these scenes. I feel like the Dolly and Tinker situation didn't need to happen. I get why Tinker is bringing it up now as well, but I feel like it could have been a sit down where they just squash it and keep it stepping. But because they had to have that fight there, and Dolly's like, okay, you're pressing the issue, let's fight. Tinker should have been on her guard should have been up, because I don't know why you're even turning around and also face a certain way when the person you're talking to, you're talking direct here, when the person's to the side of you. You should have already been ready for what was coming. If we're being honest as well, Dolly 100% got that. Like, Tinker didn't stand a chance. But also, Tinker, next episode, she's ripping out Cold Killer's hair. I'm like,